There must be some curse on Jennifer Lopez because she never seems to leave the spotlight, and the reasons for that are pretty troubling. Recently, many celebrities have spoken out against Sean Diddy Combs after a video surfaced showing him physically abusing his ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura.
The surveillance video from 2016 also shows Combs throwing a vase at then-girlfriend Ventura in the hallway of a Los Angeles hotel.
I take full responsibility for my actions in that video.
Diddy is now facing multiple lawsuits accusing him of sexual misconduct and sexual assault. One of these cases involves a former student, April Lampros, who says she was abused by Diddy while he was in a public relationship with none other than Jennifer Lopez. As these accusations pile up, some of Diddy's exes have started speaking out, but J.Lo has stayed silent. Why? According to a source, Lopez is aware of what Diddy did and is very disappointed, but she feels it's not her story to tell. The source also said that if asked in a future interview, she might talk about it, but she won't bring it up on her own. But the way she described their relationship in the past left many wondering whether Diddy was abusive towards Lopez too.
You know, he had a rough way of doing it, but he did. He had a way of communicating that put it very plainly, like, that sucks, don't do that. Or you need to do this, or you need to do that.
And interestingly, none of Lopez's recent interviews have mentioned Diddy. Even the Daily Beast hasn't gotten a response from her.
He was larger than life, but at first I didn't like him at all. I didn't like him because, you know, Sean and I were very different that way, you know.
From a PR standpoint, her silence could be a way to avoid dragging up her past with Diddy. And for any interviewers thinking about asking her, be careful. Just recently, when asked about rumors of divorcing Ben Affleck, she didn't waste a second to clap back.
You know better than that.
Come on, don't come in here with that energy, please.
Well, let the girl catch a break. She's been through a lot lately. A failed documentary, an alleged breakup, a canceled tour, and now this drama with Diddy, who she dated 23 years ago. It's like she's starring in her own dramatic soap opera, isn't it?
I feel like you're just letting everybody down all the time. You're never really just doing anything right.
Now let's dive into the Diddy drama. Rolling Stone unveiled a bombshell expose that's sending shockwaves throughout the industry. They dug deep for 6 whole months, talking to over 50 sources, many staying unnamed out of fear, and boy, did they uncover some wild stuff. Here are some of the most disturbing discoveries.
Potential witnesses have been contacted and notified by federal investigators that they may be called to testify in front of a grand jury.
Let's start with Diddy's college days at Howard University. Apparently, his abusive behavior towards women isn't new. Witnesses claim he attacked a young woman outside a dorm, screaming and hitting her with what looked like a belt. Crazy. But wait, there's more. Fast forward to 2000, and Diddy allegedly assaulted Kim Porter's boyfriend Shakir Stewart at a wedding in Italy. He left him bleeding on a hotel floor in Italy. Stewart's mother, Portia, says. He had to have stitches, and then Combs threatened him. "I'm going to kill you. That's when I said you need to get out of this business. This man is crazy." Then, in 1994, he allegedly attacked a woman inside Bad Boy's office. Former Bad Boys president and co-founder Kirkland Burroughs and another ex-employee tell Rolling Stone they had to tear Combs off the woman after hearing screams and the sound of shattering glass.
I'm a savage! Oh!
And in '99, he assaulted an Interscope Records executive, Steve Stout, for not editing a music video right.
He allegedly showed up to Steve's office and struck him with a champagne bottle.
That's right.
Stout told the LA Times at the time, "He punched me in the face, and then he grabbed the phone and bashed me in the head with it." Wow, that's what I call a hair trigger response. And if that wasn't enough, there's allegations of harassment at a party and abuse towards a model, Gina Hewing.
He pushed me to the ground outside, and he took my hair and was dragging me across the grass.
It's like a laundry list of bad behavior, and trust me, we've only scratched the surface. But what does J.Lo have to do with all that, you'll ask? First, let's rewind their relationship a little bit. Jennifer and Sean first started dating towards the end of 1999 after they met on the set of her music video, If You Had My Love. The pair attended the 2000 Grammy Awards together, and their romance made international headlines. While they made an iconic couple, unfortunately, things behind closed doors weren't so glamorous. The singer suspected Diddy of being unfaithful during their 2-year relationship, and she felt like she lost herself in the whirlwind of distrust. Looking back on their relationship, Lopez admitted, "It was the first time I was with someone who wasn't faithful. I was totally crying, crazy, and going nuts. It really took my whole life in a tailspin. I never caught him, but I just knew." The couple broke up at the end of Valentine's Day in 2001. Although they had a rocky relationship, years later, the pair have nothing but respect for one another. Diddy shared, "I've been blessed to go out with a couple of great women, and she was one of the great ones." Now, 23 years later, J.Lo might get dragged back into Diddy's legal issues. Remember that infamous shooting in New York in 1999?
Everybody was booked, including Bennifer Lopez. They spent the night in the precinct.
She was crying a lot. She was a mess.
Diddy and J.Lo were there when things got heated, and Diddy's friend, Jamal Shine Barrow, ended up firing a gun. Barrow was sentenced to 10 years in prison, while Diddy got a day of anger management. J.Lo wasn't charged at all.
I want to say to you all face to face, I had nothing to do with a shooting that night in a nightclub.
Fast forward to now, Diddy's facing new accusations, and the old case might reopen.
J.Lo testified at the grand jury, as did many other people. It needs to be reopened, because if that is in fact the case, she carried the gun in and she lied to the grand jury.
One victim insists Diddy was responsible and is willing to have the bullet removed from her face to prove it. And, with a federal probe underway, J.Lo might be subpoenaed. Well, seems like Jenny from the block may become Jenny from the jail. Crazy how the past can come back, right? So, do you think J.Lo's silence is the right move? Or should she finally speak out about Diddy? Let us know in the comments.